Goed, de persconferentie na afloop van de B-Next-wedstrijd Donar tegen Hubo Limburg United. Vandaag met 3100 bezoekers en uiteindelijk 12 punten verschil in het voordeel van de tegenstander. Now we go to English so that both players and coaches can understand what we're talking about. First of all, John Holmes, number 13 of Limburg United. You finished the game with 21 points. What kind of game was it for you?
It was a typical game. In my opinion, I wasn't doing anything different that I don't normally do. My role on this team is to be like a Swiss Army knife, get paint touches, find open teammates, draw crowds, and get to the free throw line. I thought I did that pretty well tonight. And coach just moved me to the bench in a new role, and I've just kind of accepted it and kind of grew in it. And he just wants me to be ultra aggressive when I step onto the court every time I step on. So I just tried to do that today, just be ultra aggressive and find my teammates and make the right play at the end of the day.
You know, Donar played a lot of zone defense in first half specific. You did it pretty well.
Yeah, that was a big emphasis, especially from Coach Ray and Coach Niels. They do a great job as far as film and having us prepared and ready for the games. And they had a gut feeling that they were going to play that, so we practiced that, a lot throughout practice this week. So, different coverages and different scenarios, different options. And, we knew that they might, after one or two passes, go man. So we just tried to keep the ball moving side to side and get paint touches, win the paint, and, knock down open shots and control that. So I thought we did a good job of that today. And I think that's how we became victorious today.
Yeah. How do you do with Limburg United? You're at the top of the league right now, 5th or 6th place?
Fourth.
Fourth now,
Yes,
okay.
Sir. We're not really worried about all that right now. We know there's a pressure, but we control our own destiny at the end of the day. We've dropped a couple. We've hit some highs and we've hit some lows. But it's basketball. Things happen like that. And, we're just trying to continue to get better each and every day and practice, become more together, and, take each game one game at a time. So that's our overall goal. We're not looking so much into the standings right now, but we're just trying to win the next game, and that's all that we're worried about.
Yeah. You drive back tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Have some sleep, probably.
Well, I downloaded a lot of Netflix shows, so Coach, he got us here early, and we were walking around, so hopefully he doesn't stop and we can just go straight home.
Okay. Well, good luck, good trip, and congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Tuni, of course, the player of Donar. How was the game for you?
Frustrating. I'm supposed to go get on the court and put in all the energy and effort I can, and with the rest of the team. And I felt like we didn't put in a lot of effort, like every second of the game. Like last week, we showed that we can like compete with the higher teams if everybody like puts in the effort and energy, like we want to win. And today I felt like we all felt like it wasn't there. Like we showed it like for maybe a couple of minutes in a game, but not for a very long time, and it was just hard, yeah, difficult.
Was it tough for the team and for you maybe after last weekend losing the cup final to readjust and prepare for the next game?
No, not really. We just, when the game is over, like the only thing you can actually do is like look forward. Like there's nothing to change about losing the cup. Like we can only go to the next game, prepare, and yeah, fight.
Yeah. Still, suppose then it's tough after such a weekend, then going back to Martini-Plaats to your own crowd with more than 3,000 people attending, and then it's those ingredients that you mentioned before, the real physicality and the will to win.
Yeah.
Probably tough, huh?
Yeah, it is tough, but only thing we can do is look forward to the next game and practice. Just practice hard and do a better job next time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Good trip home. We see each other back. Then both coaches, please. Jason Duraso, of course, for Donar, and Raymond Westphalen. He talks Dutch, but today he will talk English, I guess. No problem. Well, Raymond, you heard both players talk about the game. What's your reaction, first of all, of the game itself, and then about what your players said about the game?
I think in the first half we played a good offensive game. I think we moved the ball very well. We found good shots, made good shot selection. We played very unselfish, so that was good. During the halftime, I did put the emphasis on playing defense because I believe that's still more important part for us to grow in. And then when you see we come out this third quarter and we keep the home team to 9 points, that to me was, for me, the first half was beautiful to see, I think, for the people in attendance. But for me personally, seeing that third quarter, keeping a home team to 9 points, that's what I want to emphasize, and I was happy with that. Yeah.
Was it tough to prepare? You've been in before, of course. You've seen Donar as an opponent before.
Yes.
Was it tough to prepare the team for this game specific?
It's basically what Jaron says. That's basically my approach on everything. We look at it game by game. We don't over focus. We know Donar is a tradition club. We knew there would be a big crowd. They have a beautiful crowd over here, and they support them through everything. But in the end, we just focus on us. I think that's the most important thing you can do. Focus on us. Try to get better every game, and step by step, and that's basically it.
Like Jaron said, also not looking at the results on the ranking in the B next right now. What position you're in?
For me, it doesn't matter right now. For me, it's more important that since a month I have my full squad.
That's good.
So basically, I went from injury to injury, and I have my squad for a full month. And what I'm working on is trying to get that chemistry in. That's very important to me on both sides of the floor, finding each other, getting that rhythm in. So that's basically what I'm focusing on. And then let's see in a couple of games when it starts to itch a little bit more, that ranking, then we will start looking at it. But right now, no, I'm focusing 100% on the guys. I want them to get better. I want us to improve, and that's all that matters right now to me.
You also downloaded some movies for the way back?
I got a good book.
Okay, good book. Okay, okay. Jason, congrats, of course, coach. Jason, how was it for you, first of all?
Very frustrating, as Dele said. Yeah, this group has struggled with consistency all year, and I thought that we had learned that we're quite frankly not good enough if we don't come out with maximum energy and effort and attention to detail. And the first half offensively was good, but there was just defensively, again, so many mistakes, so many breakdowns. And, you know, then you give up 48. And then also we're like global warming. The first half, we can't defend anything. In the second half, we can't score. But then the defense got better, and, you know, their averages returned to the median. But we were 84%. They were 84% in the paint through 3 quarters. That's insane. Like, you don't have a chance of winning a game if you can't protect your paint better than that. And then it came down to 67 and a half for the game, and then, you know, we closed the gap a little bit. So that's the most frustrating thing is, like, we look at every game, and sometimes some games were close, and then other games we lose the game in one period, and then, you know, at least we didn't get beat by 30, you know. But at this point in the season, I'm kind of over that, and just looking for a way to get them to be consistent in their approach in every game.
Talk about the energy, like Dele said, and if you look back at last weekend, everybody could see, especially Donar fans, of course, great energy in both games, especially against them both, of course, the last one. And then a week later, in your own home, maybe that's one of the big difference. Then how do you think that how to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the $1 million question. It's like I said, it's been like this all year. At a certain point, it's got to become intrinsic. You know, if you're a professional basketball player and people have to continue to motivate you just to come and play at this is a tough league. Limburg's a good team. You can't get up for that at home. Then what? You know, I'm wired differently than that. But, you know, like you said, we're just gonna have to continue to work and focus on the next game, and that's all you can really do as a professional team. So yeah.
Okay. People from the press here from Belgium, do you have any questions maybe? Then this is the chance. No? No? Okay. Thank you both coaches. Good trip home. We see each other back, Jason. So, oftewel, we gaan op naar de volgende wedstrijd. Elke wedstrijd is weer een nieuwe en zo is het. Dank voor het kijken. Tot de volgende keer. Dag.